so today I'm going to show you 5 different ways of making parathas. I'm not going to go into putting them onto the pan for each one. It's best if I just show you how to make them. This one I'm putting in normal pera, add in butter. It's probably the simplest out of the lot. Fold it up, make into a little sausage, elongate it to however long you want. The reason I'm using the flour is so that it doesn't get too sticky. And as I bring it out, as long as you want, and then roll it up nice and round, and then tuck it in at the end. Once you've tucked it in, that's done, so you can roll it out. What I do is leave it in the flour, so if you make quite a few of them, leave it in the flour. And so now coming on to paratha style number 2, you pop the pera up and the dough, and you roll it out. Once you've rolled it out to a general decent size, you add in the butter. The butter I have softened in the microwave, so I haven't softened it to a point where it's completely watery. You can, and a little bit got skipped there. What I've done is made that little slit and then rolled it around. And as you roll it around, it comes into a bit of rings like this. Press them all the way down, and then you've got your little dough that you can play with. And what I would do again first is pop it into the flour, let the flour kind of absorb the whole moisture of the atta itself. And now we are on to number 3. This one is really nice, and the paratha you make out of this come out really soft if you want to take it to a picnic. What I've done is I've put butter in one side, flicked it over, put some more butter in, and I'm rolling it into the dough again. And then I'm going to put some more butter in. So it's really, really buttery, really nice. Not your bog standard paratha, but it's very, very tasty and buttery. And when you take it for picnics, you can literally stays soft. And as you put it on, this really you should kind of leave in the flour for a bit, because it might be slightly greasy. So if I started rolling out there and then, it would just stick to the rolling pin. So I'm going to pop that into the flour and leave that aside, collecting all the different styles of the parathas. And this is now paratha number 4. And for this, I'm going to make one pera, and I'm making another pera. And this is the layered paratha. I mean, Mom used to say in Pakistan, if you can make them really thin, you can make like as many layers as you want, really, and then roll them out. And they used to say that it looks really nice. So I roll them both out of that round size, and then on one of them, I'm going to add butter. It's a bit like the back in the days aloo paratha you used to make, where you fill the aloo paratha up and then put another layer on top. So I'm putting the softened butter in. Again, it's soft. If you leave it too hard, when you start rolling it out, it'll start popping out of the side. So make sure it is really, really soft. And then I pop the other one on top, and make sure the edges are pressed in, so that it doesn't fall apart when it comes on the tawa. I have rolled this out. You won't be able to see it here, but I rolled it out later on when I'm about to put it onto the tawa itself. And last but not least, last paratha. It's the lacha paratha, really. One of the types. I put this in, and then I put the butter around. Again, with this one, it's really soft. That's what you can see is melted. I fold it like a fan, so how you fold up a fan. And as you bring it towards the end, you'll have lots of these lines, and you bring it to the side and gather all the fan lines together, and then elongate it like you did at the beginning. But this time, look, if you can see, as I tilt it forward, and then I roll it really tight. So make sure you're rolling it tight. And as you roll it tight, you'll find you tuck it in, and then you put it to the side and let the flour kind of take in the moisture. And now I'm just going to roll them all up and pop them onto the pan. I'm going to show you one, because I don't want to go through all of them. So you pop them, all of them, you roll them out, pop it onto the pan. And as you, obviously don't put the butter on it straight away, let it cook one side. Then you can start putting the butter on and tossing it, And they come out really, really nice and tasty. MashaAllah, alhamdulillah.